Okay, bugs, can you seriously stop? All right, the cicadas are killing me. For decades, the unwritten agreement in fashion was simple. You paid a high price tag because you were paying for superior materials, expert craftsmanship, and garments built to last a lifetime. The high price equaled high quality. Today, that bargain is completely broken. Welcome to the luxury trap. Over the last 20 years, major luxury houses have quietly shifted away from heritage manufacturing toward fast fashion profit margins. You can go into a boutique right now, spend $1,800 on a designer sweater, and bring home a garment made of 60% synthetic acrylic and 40% low-grade wool. You're no longer paying for the textile, you're paying for the marketing. Today, we're going to deep dive into the science of textiles. I'm breaking down exactly how high-end brands cut corners, how to identify genuine luxury fabrics by touch and sight alone, and how to source 100% natural, high-grade textiles at secondhand stores for pennies on the dollar. There are three main tactics brands use to cheapen garments while keeping prices sky high. Number one, the ingredient illusion, synthetic blends. Brands love to put words like cashmere, silk, or alpaca on the front of a hanging tag. They use just enough natural fiber to legally advertise it, while the synthetic base does all the heavy lifting. Synthetics trap body heat, hold on to odors, and pill within 3 washes. Number two, you have the short, staple fibers. Not all wool or cotton is created equal. A fiber's quality comes down to its staple length, the length of the individual strands spun onto thread. High-end textiles use long staple fibers, which create smooth, long yarns that resist pilling. Cheap luxury uses short staple fibers. They feel soft on the hanger and in the store because of the chemical softeners, but after one wash, those short ends untwist and form fuzzy pills. Number three is the poly lining scam. Here's a classic test of outerwear. Check the lining. A true luxury coat uses breathable, natural, or semi-synthetic linings like Bemberg, Cupro, or silk. Cheaply made luxury coats use 100% polyester linings. Wrapping a wool coat in plastic lining completely ruins the thermoregulation properties of the natural wool. When you walk into a store, forget looking at the brand tags first. You need to train your hands and your eyes to look at 4 core high-end natural fabric textiles. Number one is cashmere and fine hair fibers. Alpaca, mohair. Cashmere comes from the undercoat of a cashmere goats. Premium cashmere should feel dry, dense, and springy, not overly slippery. You want 2-ply or 4-ply knits, where 2 strands of yarn are twisted together before weaving. You also can look for the halo. Alpaca and mohair have a distinct fluffy halo of fine hair sticking out from the main weave. Alpaca is lighter and up to 3 times warmer than sheep's wool. Silk versus polyester. Poly satin feels cold, slick, and non-breathable. Real silk adapts to your body temperature instantly, so you can try the friction test. Rub the fabric quickly between your thumbs. Real silk creates subtle warmth through friction, almost instantly, and makes a slight rustling, crisp sound. It's known as the scoop of the silk. Polyester stays cool and slippery. Modern retail wool is often thinned out to save money. Vintage wool coats from the 70s through the 90s use significantly heavier fabric weights. Right off the bat, you can look at the weight test. Pick up a vintage tailored jacket. It should feel grounded and structured. You can try the pinch test as well. Pinch a handful of the wool and release it. High-grade wool immediately springs back without holding deep creases. Linen is spun from flax fibers and gets softer with every wash. You can look for slight, natural irregularities in the yarn. You can also do a wrinkle check. Linen wrinkles, but it wrinkles in broad, relaxed structural folds, not sharp, crinkly micro creases. You found a sweater that says 100% cashmere or a jacket that says 100% wool. Before you bring it to the register, perform this 60-second hardware and construction audit to make sure it's built to last. So gently pull on both sides of a major seam, like the side seam or the shoulder. If you can see daylight between the stitches or the thread strain, it was stitched with low thread tension and will blow up. Look for tight French seams or bound edges. Look at the buttons and zippers. Plastic feather-light buttons indicate cost cutting. High-end garments use natural materials, mother of pearl, horn, wood, or solid brass metal zippers. Look for YKK, Lampo, or Riri markings. On plaid, striped or houndstooth garments, check where the sleeve meets the body or where the side seams join. High-quality tailoring aligns with the pattern across the seams. Fast fashion cuts fabric carelessly to maximize yield, leaving disjointed patterns. While you shouldn't rely solely on brand names, knowing how to spot vintage house brands and heritage labels can help you scan racks much faster. Look for garments mentioning the weaver or the mill on an interior tag. So Laura Piana, Harris Tweed, Abraham Moon and Sons, Pendleton, Johnson of Elgin, Fox Brothers. You can also look for vintage department store house brands, pre-2000. Old house labels from Saks, Bloomingdale's, Neiman Marcus, Nordstrom, or Harrods from the 1980s and 90s were often manufactured in Italy, Scotland, or the USA, using extraordinary fabric standards. True style isn't about broadcasting how much money you spend. It's about understanding material, recognizing true craftsmanship, and wearing garments that feel exceptional against your skin. If you found this breakdown useful, hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment with the best high-end fabric find you ever scored at the thrift. Thanks for popping in. Oh my God,